Some of the younger actors, some of the Brat Pack kind of people in Hollywood, and I just wasn't getting a feeling that they were right for the character. And I kind of teasingly said, well, we need to get someone like Tim Curry because he's a very sensual person who's got a real attitude, but you can't help but really like him and really be attracted to him no matter how, off the wall or how obnoxious he's being in his role. The casting director said, well, I know Tim Curry. I've worked with him. I think we could get him. And I was amazed.
Curry is also one of Hollywood's busiest actors. He has a starring role in the Three Musketeers movie, which recently opened to rave reviews nationwide. His recording sessions for Gabriel Knight were scheduled around his latest project, a featured role in the upcoming movie The Shadow.
Gabriel Knight is very, very cool and impossibly handsome. And of course they came to me. He's enormous fun for me to play because I'm a huge fan of New Orleans, and I go there quite a lot, so it had never really occurred to me that anyone would ever want me to play somebody from New Orleans. So I kind of leapt at the chance, but also it's really very exciting to be part of this kind of whole new kind of development, because any new way to infiltrate myself into your minds.
Curry has created scores of roles on stage, screen, and television, including memorable performances in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, The Hunt for Red October, National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon, Home Alone 2, and in the television comedy Roseanne.
Baby, I love the way you move.
Mark Hamill is best remembered for creating the role of Luke Skywalker in the Star Wars motion picture trilogy. Since then, Hamill has concentrated on stage work, with leading roles in several Broadway productions. He displayed his talented versatility in creating the voice for Detective Mosley.
Give me back my badge. Now, Knight!
Well, I'm basing him on various people I might have met, a little mixture of Gary Busey with Randy Quaid, with Mr. Anderson, and I think he's a very pragmatic guy, sort of by the book. He finds the protagonist to be someone he has to work to catch up with, but it's fun and it'll all work great, but for the actor it's very difficult. It's very schizophrenic because they ask you a question and you have 5 responses. Oh, wait a minute, I gotta call the chief and see if it's okay. Oh, wait a minute, I gotta call my wife and tell her I'll be home late for dinner. Now, wait a minute, I got tickets to the ball game tonight. It's like nothing I've ever done. And I'm having a great time doing it.
Rising star Leah Remini brought the right mix of wit, sarcasm, humor, and compassion to the voice of Gabriel's assistant, Grace. She provides a balance for Gabriel's sometimes chauvinistic behavior.
Well, I did get her address, but you're a little out of your league here, big fella.
Among her numerous television roles, Remini guest starred in several episodes of the hit series Cheers, and currently has a recurring guest role on Evening Shade. Gabriel Knight was her first interactive work.
When you're on camera, you could use your face and you can mug and you could do things, and whereas when it's just your voice, you think you sound great and you think you're doing this great acting job, but it really just sounds very flat, and it sounds like you're reading. And when I have the lines in front of me, I forget that I have to act. So the director will say, okay, do it better this time, but this time act. So I'm not really good at it. I'm getting better though. So, but it's easy with these. I love the characters, so this one I find very easy.
I see. By the way, I forgot to warn you, Mr. Knight. The local cemeteries are quite dangerous. Muggers, vandals. I would avoid going there alone, if I were you.
While the face may not be immediately recognizable, the voice of Michael Dorn is unmistakable. Best known for creating the character of Worf on Star Trek The Next Generation, Dorn's commanding, resonant voice was a perfect choice for Dr. John.
You! What are you doing here? You know, Worf is very distinctive. He has a very distinctive voice and a distinctive way of talking. And sometimes you could get into trouble by all of a sudden slipping into the Worf character just by the way he talks. And that's probably the hardest thing is getting out of it now. It's been 7 years, and so immediately you go into it. Although Worf his voice is a lot lower than mine, and he's a lot more stern and serious than I am.
The role of Wolfgang is brought to life by the talents of stage, screen, and television legend Ephraim Zimbalist Jr.
We must locate the tribe's original African homeland. Her remains might be there, or they might be in New Orleans, buried among her descendants.
His performance on Gabriel Knight adds interactive entertainment to his resume that covers more than 50 years in all facets of the entertainment business.
This is different in that you don't know anything. I mean, you come in and you read a bunch of choices, and you don't know which is the right one or which is the wrong one. False leads, true leads, and so forth. So it's a multiple choice performance based on a significant lack of knowledge, I think.
Gabriel Knight defines a new chapter in the evolution of computer games. The CD-ROM provides the storage capacity required to bring you this artful mixture of industry-leading interactive game design, state-of-the-art computer technology, and award-winning Hollywood performances.
This is very entertaining. I mean, the storyline itself is sophisticated. It's the kind of story you would see in a feature film or on cable television rather than network television. And the fact that I mean, for the most part, people slip the cassette in, they push a button, and that's the end of their job. And I think this is a challenge to people. And, you know, with cable channels, with all the satellite television, everything that you have competing for people's attention, I think this has a real chance to be groundbreaking in its own way. I'd love to see it happen. I'd really love to see it happen because, for me, it's an actor's dream come true.
First of all, it's clearly the next step on from video in that you're absolutely involved in the process. So you influence the outcome of the plot. You take the movie where you want to take it. What's really best about it seems to me, is that you can sit in your own home and make your own movie. It's pretty cool to me.
The convergence of Hollywood's talent with the award-winning story-based game development skills at Sierra opens the door on an exciting new future for interactive entertainment. Jane Jensen's Gabriel Knight Sins of the Fathers represents a bold step down this future path.
The interesting thing about interactive fiction is there is a plot that continues through the game, but also because it's interactive and because the player is exploring at their leisure, you can put in all kinds of side trips that may be just about character or just about some interesting point of history or just about the universe that you're in that don't necessarily progress the story. And I think that makes interactive fiction potentially a much richer form of entertainment.
Interactive fiction integrates the best attributes of films, novels, stage, and television. But it's an exciting new entertainment experience, giving you the unique opportunity to actively participate in the story.
It really rolls up all of those forms, the dramatic forms, reading, all of it, all together in one ball of wax. And I think this is going to be the new thing. I think this is going to be the thing of tomorrow. And though it's young today, wait till it matures. Wow.
Now it's your turn. Take a journey you will never forget into the world of Gabriel Knight.